Hello and good day. Welcome back to the Lord's Discordant podcast. My name is Ross from Ragnaros Studios. I shall be your host for today. And we have the Lord of Death with us as well. Say hello, Shane.
Hello, Shane.
Hello, Shane. So, as you might notice as well, we're missing another Lord. As his namesake, he's did something in excess and now he's not here.
Excessively in excess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very well.
So he's not very well. So he's got to sit this one out. But we do have some words of wisdom from him, which we will explain later on. But first things first. How are you, Shane?
I'm very good, thanks, mate. How are you?
I am absolutely splendid.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we've had some news come out on Friday the 1st about the new Armageddon box. Did you watch the live stream?
I did. I was very popular with my family. I'd spent most of the week in London, and I got home at about 5:45. And I believe the live stream was 7.
Yes, I was 7 and a half, 7, one of those.
Whatever it was, I hadn't been home long, and I was like, "Hello, family. I'm about to ignore you for half an hour and put the stream straight on." Yeah, I hadn't been home long at all.
No, I was in the exact same boat. I literally drove straight from the beach on Tembe.
Oh yeah, you were
drove
away.
I drove 2.5 hours home straight without stopping, and then pulled up outside, got into the house, let the little one in, and then went, "Oh, there's a live stream on in 10 minutes. What's going on?" And yeah, just like literally just sat down, trying not to pass out and be like, "What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?"
What did you think of it though overall?
Well, I think it was good. I'm glad it's finally happened because
Yeah.
obviously we've all been speculating and waiting for they've been, ooh, here's a Gretchen, ooh, here's a second Gretchen, but no, I'm glad it's I'm glad they had the way they did it as well. They did a live stream, but they didn't do it with a big audience like they did last time. So there was no audio issues, there was no camera issues, no lighting issues, which was nice to see.
Yeah, it was just in and done, wasn't it? It seemed quite well laid out.
Yeah, it was done very well. I did enjoy it. And yeah, so well, in this they've dropped the new Armageddon box for 11th edition. There is 61 new models in this box, all push fit, obviously, with a first edition box.
Yep.
And yeah, it's got the core rules book in it. It's got the Operation Imperator lore book, which I did like the sound of, to be honest, because people have been saying about codexes being one for lore, one for rules.
Mm.
And that's kind of what they did with this, which I did like the sound of. And yeah, and then they got the mission decks, narrative campaign decks, data sheets, and transfer sheets. But obviously, the main thing for us that we like to look of is the new models.
Yes, they are. They are looking rather spicy. The bit that you just said a second ago about the rules and the law being separated, I'm divided on that. I like the idea. I also like the idea of not having to lump around the law book, just lump around the core rule book to read. Hopefully that won't be the case with the app coming in. But yeah, it all sounds quite interesting. But yeah, models.
Yeah, well, if they kind of did that with codexes,
yeah,
like say, how much is a codex nowadays? Is it like 30 quid? Something like that?
Yeah.
Well, if they did that and they did half and half, and they went, here's your Chaos Space Marines codex is dropped. You can get the whole thing as a normal codex. Like, let's just go past the whole everything should be on the app argument.
Yeah.
But like, if they said, here's the codex, you could also buy just the rules, and you could also buy just the lore, and they're like 10 to 15 quid each. I'd probably buy one or the other for almost every army when it drops. That'd be fine by me. I'd spend 15 quid to have like every army rule in the game, or have all the lore about all the new stuff.
Yeah, again, it goes to that how they balance stuff off and how quickly the codexes are out of date. I think held digitally, yeah, I fully agree with. Well, I mean, what I would quite like is either a fully digital version of the codex and it's you pay X amount. You pay say 15 quid, or you get like a not quite a collector's, but like a version which has got the lore book, so you get a physical thing, and then you get the digital codex. So you still get something physical for that money, but
Yeah,
you
true.
also then get that, and you could price that as like, I know hardbacks are a bit more expensive than sort of paperbacks, but you could price that at say a tenner or 15 quid and keep GW happy. Make it like a £30 purchase, but you get your lore book and your artwork and all that sort of stuff, and then you've still got the app and the codex, the code, sorry, for the codex in the app.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I do like the sound of it. Well, first things first, we have Space Marines
Ooh.
against Orks.
Yes.
And there's, like I said, there's quite a lot. There's about, I think I said about 61, something like that. There is 23 brand new Space Marines, and there are 38 brand new Orks. So I thought it would be a fun little thing to go through them together. Read a little bit about what they are and what they do. We have a little chinwag about what we think of the model, and then we end up with a ranking.
Sounds good to me.
And then we'll, when we get to the end, maybe we'll see who sucks and who we both are going to be getting.
Where would you like to start?
Well, this is it. It's these Space Marines are painted in a particular color scheme.
In possibly one of the best color schemes in Warhammer 40,000, yes. So do we leave that till last? Because we both are Space Marine collectors.
Yes.
Or,
but I think they look really stupid in red. yeah. Yeah, carry on.
Brutal. Wow. Or do we do what we're most familiar with, and then we go to the Orks?
Nah, let's start with Orks, and then we can finish up on Space Marines, because I'm sure we'll have a bit more to say when it comes to the Space Marines.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. We might just continue to talk about Space Marines all the way through and forget about the Orks.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen, because I have a few personal things to say about these new models, and I've also got something to say about one of them. So yeah, we'll leave that till last. So we'll start with the Orks, shall we?
Let's start with the Orks.
So let's start off with the main chap himself, the big boy. We shall start off with the War Boss. So the War Boss is the biggest and the greenest orc.
Yes, do it.
No.
Do it, Beard. No. Come on.
No, I'm not doing that the whole time. That's going to kill me. The biggest and the greenest orc in the mob is the War Boss, and few can match their brute strength and savagery in close combat. Their enormous custom choppers can bisect the Space Marine in one swing, and any orcs they're leading fight all the harder, knowing the eye of the boss is on them. So, what do you think of that big boy?
I'm not all that impressed.
No?
I like the idea. I like the extra cabling. I like the level of detail that's in there. I think his triple horn helmet looks silly. I dislike the Space Marine Sergeant banner on the back. It doesn't. I think possibly I get Gazgul Thraka in my head when I think of a war boss. I know they're not all Gazgul.
That's not. Yeah, that's not fair.
But it's that. That's kind of what I think of. So to have this guy, he doesn't feel like a war boss to me. He feels like he's just a step down on the rung. So I know the creator. I know we'll touch in a second. The detail is excellent. The detail is fantastic. I think a lot of that is also the paint job. I've got to say 3 out of 5. I'm really not that enamored by him.
3 out of 5. Well, I think that helmet looks cool. I think having a big metal jaw is such a cool aesthetic. I do love those.
Yeah.
And I think the banner works on this guy. I think as a war boss, you kind of want him flying the flag. And I know it's kind of like a new, like they stopped doing it for ages, and then all of a sudden, like back banners have come back. But No, I kind of like it because like it's like well you know a lot more than me. The older orcs, they all had these kind of helmets, didn't they?
Yeah, it was. Again, they've got very like sort of imperialistic, and we'll touch on that with the Gretchen as well. But yeah, that style.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I think a few of these models have kind of gone back to that old style.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that's a theme that we get across the whole box. Is there is the nostalgia trip, obviously, second edition Space Marines Blood Angels versus Orcs. There is a lot of throwback to that in this.
Yeah, I think my favorite part there's a dead Blood Angel head hanging off his banner.
Wow, brutal.
That's definitely my favorite there.
But I mean, to be fair, but again, with the detail of that, it's still got a little bit of the helmet kind of attack.
Yeah,
It is, yeah,
yeah. No, no. I like it. I like it. I like I said, I don't know an awful lot about orcs. I think a 3 might be too low for me, so I'm gonna have to go for the 4.
I'm gonna go
4
for
out
the
of 5.
4 or 5, 4 or 5.
4. 4
4.
out of 5. Oh, you got a 5 of you? What Simon said.
So Simon has said the posing, the sculpt, the power weapons with the cable, perfection, no notes.
Oh.
No, don't agree.
You can disagree because he's not here.
That's true. Yeah,
You
he's
say
not here
whatever
to
you
defend
want.
himself. Yeah.
Right, well, should we jump to the next guy?
Let's go for the next one. Who do you want to do next?
So, next character we're going to go with the Big Boss. So, the Big Boss, for all their power, the War Boss can't be everywhere at once. So, Big Bosses act as their eyes and ears and fists. It's their job to keep the rowdy boys in line, and like any orc, they're always ready to start chopping heads off with their enormous two-handed big chopper.
Chopper.
What do you think?
I like this guy.
Yeah?
If it wasn't for the lack of armor, I would have swapped this guy in the Warboss round. I like a lot about him. I like the big double-headed axe, very Lord Executioner. I think he looks great. I like the little bit of a boss pole on the back. I like it's a big, hefty, meaty pose. Yeah, I'm a fan of this one. I think he's gone straight up to a 4.
4?
4 from me.
For me, I like it. I think the eye looks cool. I do like the little extra bit on the back just to sort of show that he's not another knob.
Yeah,
But yeah, the model itself, like the arms and stuff like that. Like I personally would have liked a bit more armor on the
yeah,
arms,
yeah.
maybe like a van brace kind of thing. But see, I would put this guy down to 3. But that axe is my favorite part of this entire box.
It is cool,
So
isn't it?
I've got to put him as a 5 just for that. The
Wow.
axe alone has saved him. Honestly, I love that. When this comes out, if people, because I think a few people are a bit Marmite with the Big Boss,
Yeah,
and I'm telling you now, if that's going for cheap on eBay, I'll be getting one just for the
just for
axe.
the axe.
I need that axe. That
Yeah,
looks amazing.
I agree with you. It's an absolutely beastly axe. I think it's fantastic. Simon has said 3 out of 5. Basically, just a knob. I feel like they could have done more here, but still great.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. It's like I say, if you took the axe off him, I'd be like, oh, it's just an orc.
I
But
see. I don't know because
that,
I can see him with a power claw. I
yeah, yeah.
think
Oh, yeah, that would work as
yeah, I
well.
think there is something there. But I fully agree. The comment that you made about like a van brace or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely feel like he needs. Like, there needs to be just that little bit more on him. I fully agree with you.
yeah. It's just that little bit. That's it. That's all you need. But I gotta admit, the squig on his base that also makes it a solid 5.
Yeah, I do like the
It's
amount of squigs that we've got. The squigs that are assorted around look fantastic.
just seen them. I've just seen the squig on the next one. Yeah, yeah, man. I love orcs. Just these stupid little
Yep,
things. But yeah. So the next one we have the banner knob.
banana.
So orcs are superstitious by nature, and many place a near religious significance on the biggest and most impressive wah. But I'm not doing. Sorry, I sound like someone kicked Wario, but yeah, I'm not doing any louder than that.
Oh,
the banners their horde carries into battle. These crude icons are often held by banner knobs, experienced veterans of the War, who have doubtlessly killed a whole pile of rivals to get the job.
So
What do you think about the big green flag boy?
I'm waiting for the next Orks book where they try to explain that actually the Orc who's the big war boss who's leading this crusade into Armageddon has got like a speech impediment. He's just walking around going, "Do you boys want to join my war? Do you boys
I failed, chaps. Ready for a war?
give me the war?" Oh dear. Um,
Oh dear.
I have to give it just a little bit. I dislike the fact that it is the banner is pretty much exactly the same orientation as the Space Marine one.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of copied the.
Yeah,
He saw an ancient doing it. He's kind of copied
and
it.
he's kind of copied the same thing. I mean, all in all, I like the detail. I like what's there. I like the fact that Orcs have got the big banner. Again, I mean, I think they've gone a bit crude with the axe. There's an overall theme of I think with these Orcs where they're a little bit like beast. What are the beast Orcs called? The snaggers? No,
Beast snaggers.
that's the one. Yeah, I was right. I was getting there in the end. Versus like normal Orcs, they're a bit too melded for me. I'd quite like to see them one or the other. I'd quite like to see them a bit more futuristic. But yeah, I mean the Bandoliers are cool. He's got the guns. He's got all the bits and pieces. I think he sits in the middle at the 3.
Yeah. I see what you mean with the axe. Like that looks very similar to the Age of Sigmar Iron Jaws.
Yeah,
Like the big metal guys. Yeah, all their axes kind of. It looks like they nicked one of their axes and then connected a battery to
yeah.
it.
Just plug the
And
9 volt on.
yeah. But now I see. I like that aesthetic because, like I said, the Age of Sigmar Iron Jaw Orcs. Like I am down with like
Yeah.
5 out of 5 on everything for me. But no, this guy, yeah. The I don't know the pose. The pose does look a bit strange to me. I don't know how else you can really pose holding a banner though. To be completely honest. But yeah, the little bandoliers and the bullets and stuff on him just do look pretty damn cool. I do like it. But yeah, no, I see what you mean. It's I think it'd be a 3 out of 5 for me as well.
3 for you as well.
Yeah. It doesn't suck, but there's nothing really blowing me away apart from the little squig.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
Yeah. It's you go, oh, that's nice, and then you look at the next one.
However, Simon says,
"Oh,
beautifully sculpted, dynamic posing, and the banner looks glorious." So I guess we're wrong.
well, yeah. I guess we are.
Because he's gone for a 4 out of 5.
If anyone's curious why Simon is ranking higher than us, it's because in 11th edition he's planning on starting them, and with this box. So yeah, he's quite excited.
And if you disagree with Simon, as you rightly should, and you should agree with me or Ross, please let us know in the comments. That'd be really useful. Thank you.
Yeah, Orcs suck, Blood Angels suck. Yeah, buddy.
Wow. Brutal.
Dislike.
Brutal.
Well,
cool.
speaking of brutality, we have the Pain Boy next.
Yes.
Oh, this guy has been. I believe this guy's been waiting a very long time for a resculpt.
He has.
He has. And also a little bit about him. The Orcs are infamous for their resilience and ability to heal from grievous wounds. But when they need some serious surgery to survive, Pain Boys are only too happy to oblige. Half Sawbones, half Mad Scientist. Pain Boys kill as many Orcs as they save, but their ability to staple arms and heads back on to continue the fight is prized by even the most suspicious of Orcs. What do you think?
I like him. I've always liked Pain Boys. It was a thing in Gorkamorka where like you could accidentally have the wrong leg cut off or you'd be experimented on. I've always liked the theory behind it. Again, the detail on the model, fantastic. The fact that he's got, fingers replaced for surgical tools, he's got all the staples on, he's missing a leg. I am not the biggest fan of whatever Dr. Octopus thing he's doing with that 30 syringe. I don't get. It's the only bit of it I don't like. I am going to put him as 4 out of 5. I think the
Okay.
orderly's cool as well. The fact that he's carrying that bone saw that's, twice the size, and he's got his little surgical mask on and stuff. It's just, yeah, there's something unnecessarily comic book about the way that earthy syringe comes up and over the back.
Yeah. So I love the leg. I love that his left arm has been stitched back on.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if it's just like the way it's painted, but it does look like a slightly different green. I don't know if I'm just like forcing myself to see it, but it looks like he stitched another arm on. And
Okay,
like
yeah.
yeah, and his right hand has got those awesome little surgical tools attached to it.
Yeah.
And the back of it as well, it's got like this massive like blood tanker thing, like goes into him as well on another cable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean. Like the way he's holding that syringe does look a little bit strange to me. Like I don't think it would have been that bad if the cable was a bit more limp.
I think that's what it is. That this is his scorpion pose.
Yeah, yeah. It's like where his arm is fine, but it's just because that cable kind of like comes up and
Yeah.
over. Something about it, yeah, it just looks like it's a middle of movement kind of thing, and it's just something about it. But yeah, no, it's little grot with the sawbone,
Yeah.
or the bone saw.
Also, I'm pretty sure orcs don't bleed red.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, that would be weird if that's the
I'm
case.
sure it's a green color. Unless he's just been chasing around humans and stuff. I don't know, but
Yeah, you would also expect to have a lot more blood on him. I know it's the way it's been painted,
yeah,
but you'd be like, he's a bit clean, isn't he?
yeah. I mean, he may have been freshly laundered, ready for the fight, but
Yeah, yeah, the orc way.
the housekeeping squigs have recently recently attended. Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
no, I think I'd chuck him 4 as well. 4 out
Go
of
for a
5.
4.
Yeah, I would.
We are disagreed by
Oh,
our compatriot. So Mr. Snibs has said 5 out of 5. It's weird.
oh,
It's weird to see an orc model look genuinely a bit creepy, but the vibes are there, and I love it.
oh, there we are. Wrong again.
I know we're not managing to match it very well, are we?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, our last character of the box as well. We have the Weird Boy. So we've already seen this guy. I think he was released a few weeks back
Yeah.
on Warhammer Community. But in typical orc fashion, those gifted odd boys who can channel a measure of psychic power are pushed to the extreme without regard for their safety. They often end up exploding their own heads and those around them, but sometimes their emerald lighting and acidic vomit melt right through an enemy or 10. A win-win situation for most orcs who see either outcome as hilarious. What a strange looking chap.
He is a bit, isn't he?
Which is kind of on point.
Yeah, it fits the name and it fits the theme. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm going to preface this. I like the attention to detail on the model. I like that all these like connectors and these frayed copper wires and stuff are there, and all this weird stuff that helps the weird boy. I like the fact that he's got like he's all strapped in and harnessed and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with this, and I can't tell if that's why I think it's good, but I'm not a fan, or if that's why I'm not a fan and I just appreciate the amount of effort that's gone into this model. I think it might just be it feels like a bit too much.
Yeah, like I as a guy that does the guy that works on a lot of electrical stuff, I did quite like noticing the little connectors on him.
Yeah,
But I know he's a psyker and they do a lot of like lightning stuff, but is there any law that explains why he's covered in electrical wires?
I think it's they essentially plug them in and they either use them to do stuff or they fry their brains to make them stronger.
Right.
So it's almost like he's freshly ripped himself, or he's been freshly released from the from whatever like electrical circuit he's been plugged into and just gone nuts.
Ah, right. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go 4. I think it's a case of even despite my personal dislike for him, I think I still have to justify that it is a nice model.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking of 3. I'm
Um,
just trying to I'm just trying to figure out if that's a spark plug going through his head. It looks like it looks like the one end with the actual electrical node part. It does look like there's a giant spark plug put through his head.
yeah,
But yeah. No, I think I'll go with 3 with that one. It's what's the Lord of Excess said? What was Simon said?
the Lord of Excess has not commented. I don't know if that's an oversight. I don't know if he's just completely forgotten about the weird boy or what. And I think, and this might be controversial, I think we have to put him as a 0.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Sorry, Simon.
So, Simon, irrespective of what your thoughts were, it's a 0 from you, I'm afraid.
Oh, poor guy. Oh well.
Oh well, what a shame, so sad.
Cool. So next we have the War Track. The War Track, I believe, is an old model, a very old model, isn't it?
Yeah,
This thing was ancient.
it did get picked up on the unboxing that it's got its origins sort of Gorka Morka and old style, very old style
Ah, so
Orks.
so I'm guessing you're a fan of this then with Orkamorka.
It's not close enough to the original for it to bring nostalgia vibes to me, but I like it.
Yeah.
I think it works. As always, unnecessary melee weapon.
Ah, they're Orks.
I know, but just why? I think I'd have preferred him locking in a bit more with the rocket launcher. I don't see the need for him to try and fire rockets one-handed and messing around with a chopper.
Yeah, I guess, but
But look how
the
happy
thing
the
is, whenever
driver is.
oh yeah, he looks well
He's having a
chuffed.
whale of a time.
Yeah, the thing is with Orks is if you used to go, oh man, that doesn't look normal. That looks stupid. And you go, oh, it's Orks. That's fine then. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
well, no, I really like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's I'd rather have that than an Invader ATV in my army.
yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what the scope is to marine this up a bit because I think that would look ace and it would look really cool.
Yeah, I'd rather have that in my army than ATV.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool. I'd go with a 4 out of 5 on that thing.
Well, I've thrown a 4 in there,
Ooh,
and the Lord of Excess has said, got to find it now. 4 out of 5, giving me Mad Max Field, big rockets, a motorbike, and a flatbed all in one. Will paint up great in Death Skull's scheme. Not that I'm biased.
so I think we were finally right then.
Yeah, we managed to get there in the end.
Oh, finally. Yeah, no, it's a cool model, but I think people are a bit more excited about the next one, the Big Mech Dakar rig.
I'm gonna. What do you think?
I think it looks like a very scary chicken.
I didn't mean to do a chicken impression. Then I was laughing. Okay.
But yeah, no, I think it's cool, and I think Orc players will love it. It's not for me,
Yeah.
but I'm glad they have something which is crazy and has big guns. So yeah, yeah, it's not for me, but I'm not an Orc player, so who cares?
Everything up to the legs. I don't like the legs.
What would you do different?
I would take I'd almost take the tracks from the war track, but you know how you get like the triangular ones, so they're a bit
Mm,
taller. They've got like another point, so it forms quite a nice triangle. I think I'd
yeah,
do that. I'd still have it that Walker style. I think that works, and it's going to work for keywords and stuff, and it kind of makes sense for that. But yeah, I really dislike the legs. Everything
yeah,
else about it I like.
yeah. I think if you cut off the bottom of the platform and you stuck that on like a I don't know, like a stolen Lehman Russ or something,
Yeah,
That'd look really cool.
yeah.
But yeah, the chicken legs, for me, it doesn't work.
Well, like the back of a Torox or something. That kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
That, in fact,
No, on
I think the front of one of the Toroxes has got those triangular tracks that I'm thinking of. Maybe the back. Anyway, but yeah, I think if you lost the legs on that model, the model wouldn't suffer. You lost any other part of that model, the model suffers. Everything else about it I like.
yeah, yeah. It's just those legs. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. That being said,
Oh,
I don't recall anything like this previously existing in Orks. I don't think we've had anything similar, and the way that this is this sort of gun platform, quite a chunky, quite a beefy gun platform as well. I am actually going to throw my first 5 in there.
jeez, that took a U-turn.
I hate the legs. If that changes, fine. But I like everything else about it. Yeah, I like everything else that it does and everything else about it. I think it's ace. I'm also really hoping, and I'm curious as to why this has got the legs. We might see Ork style Storm Raven transports, and we might have this jumping out the back of a plane.
Yeah, yeah. No, maybe. I I'd give it a 2.
Ooh,
I think Orc players are going to be very excited about it. I think you're going to see a lot of them. I think they're going to look amazing when painted.
yeah.
It just doesn't work for me. I'm just not a fan of the chicken.
Well, Simon says 5 out of 5. It's a giant robot squig. Need I say more? Apparently, yes. Yes, you do. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
I knew it'd be a 5. Right, well, we got 2 more units to talk about. We have the Gretchen, which I think they've also been waiting a very long time for a new sculpt.
They have. Bless them. I think the World War One Imperial German Army helmets are a bit overdone. The rest of it doesn't bother me. They're fine. They're okay. Yeah, the top knots and the helmets, and it's what we said at the start with it going back to the old days. I don't know. There's something less modern 40k about it. I mean, the more I look at them, actually, the more I'm getting annoyed. So no, 2. I'm not. I really don't like it. I'm not a fan.
No?
No.
Well, they look like fantasy goblins, they do.
Yeah, they just. It's just the whole thing. I just don't like the tone of where they're taking the Gretchens in this one. Yeah, they're fantasy ones that have been teleported into the 1900s. Huh? Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. They do look kind of weird. There's something about it just sort of like obviously they're Gretchen, but like yeah, there's something more fantasy-esque of them than 40k, and it just does look a bit weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd give them a 3. I think the sculpts look good, and I'm glad they've been redone.
Going for the 3. Ooh.
Yeah, I'd give them a 3. I think.
Okay. And Simon has got here the sculpts we have are awesome. They come in 10s, and only 5 unique sculpts lets them down a touch. But what we have are class, and that's a 3 out of 5.
Oh, same with me. I must be doing something right.
Getting there slowly.
Getting there. And last but not least, the last models, and probably some of the most exciting ones for some of the Orc players, we have the boys. And I think they actually look pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with these.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Bits and pieces again. Looking at them, some of the bits where again, leather bits of armor and stuff. But you know what? I think they've done a pretty decent job across the board with these. But also, I mean, you've got to take into consideration that all boys are now armed with shooters, choppers, and sluggers.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that must be so good for them.
yeah, but it means they are all fully kitted out, which does feel pretty orky, to be fair. Yeah, 4 out of 5. I like them.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'd agree with you on that. I'd give them a 4 out of 5 as well. I think these look great. I love they all do look unique. All like their 10 ones,
Yeah,
10 different models, they all look fine. And yeah, it's whenever I look at orc models, I go, I love the idea of orcs. I feel like I'd be a perfect orc player. They're the way how I play. But like when I see the models, I'm like, it's just too. I don't know. It's just too like confusing. Like
yeah,
all the scrap and stuff like that. Like I like painting uniform. Like I like in a uniform manner, clean armor, all that stuff.
yeah.
And I was like, that's the only thing put me off on orcs. But I'm looking at these guys, and I'm like, these look lovely to paint. Like, I'd actually really enjoy painting these guys. They look great.
And a themed army is possible, but not with these current sculpts. I can't think what the Storm Boys regiment's called. That Zagsup leads. It's gone, but again, you get like people who do freebooter themes and stuff, and again, a themed
Oh,
orc
yeah,
army works great
yeah,
when it's done that way. Um,
yeah.
Simon says, great sculpts, and it's nice that orcs don't have to build as shooters or sluggers now. Now only missing the 4 as they're quite similar to the previous Orc Boys, and I feel like they could have done a bit more with them. The knobs, however, are spectacular.
Is he on about the models now, or
But I think, yeah, hopefully. It is a
right, okay.
family-friendly show. Let's hope that he's talking about models.
Been really trying not to make any jokes.
It is difficult. It is hard.
Stop, stop. Oh, get
Oh
excited then.
dear. So you may be interested to know the lowest scoring
Yeah.
is technically the Weird Boy at 7 out of 15, but we didn't have Simon's vote there. And then it goes to the Gretchen at 8 out of 15.
Ah, okay. So we'll give it the Gretchen to make it more
I think
safe.
it,
Well,
yeah.
make it
I
make it
think
better.
Simon was going to give the Weird Boy more than a 1, so I think we're kind of safe with that. The highest scorer is the Pain Boy at 13 out of 15.
Ah, that's not bad. I wasn't expecting the Pain Boy. I thought it was gonna be the War Boss or something.
I really don't like him.
Oh yeah, that was it. That's why.
That's why
You've
that
ruined
happened.
it for all of us. Okay, yeah, thanks.
That's what screwed that over.
Yeah, the big boss axe just got it for me. That's literally all I thought about at the end of that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do. I completely agree with you. So, for the Space Marines in the best chapter colours, and we'll stop that now because it's going to get tiresome. First of all, we have
Crimson Fists.
get out. We have the captain with relic shield. Leading the Space Marines is a fresh new update on the captain carrying a relic shield with a more dynamic pose that shows he's really in the heart of the action. He's an excellent frontline fighter who can go toe to toe with any orc and slice them to bits with a master crafted power sword. Where do you sit with this one, Ross?
Well, I think it looks just like a Space Wolf Wolfguard battle leader, but that's also working for him. Yeah, no. It's probably my favorite Space Marine model in the box.
Okay.
It looks like if I take off my Space Wolf ears and look at it like a vanilla, boring Space Marine
So, yes,
person,
please. Yeah.
it yeah, no, he looks awesome. It's a bit strange how they've done it though, because I think we had a Relic Shield captain in 8th edition box,
Yes.
so like 6 years ago. No, 6? Yeah, 6 years
Yeah,
ago.
it would have been, yeah.
Yeah, and we had nothing more, and you never see him. And then they've dropped him again. But yeah, no, I think this model looks great. There's a different version of him, which I haven't got up at the moment, where he's in an ultramarine colours and he's got the helmet
Yeah, he's got the
with like the
plumed helmet.
proper yeah, he's got the proper Spartan
Yeah.
helmet with the bog brush on it. And yeah, no, that helmet like literally put this from a 5 to almost a 6 just seeing that helmet.
Yeah.
And then again seeing it in Crimson Fist colors, 10.
You have bloody Crimson Fist.
Sorry, but yeah, it's a 5 for me.
You go for 5.
Easily.
I don't want to be too much of a Space Marine lover. I have to agree with you. I think it is a 5. For exactly that same reason, it's much more of a dynamic pose than the dude holding the top of his shield with the skeleton on, which was the Dark Imperium box. Yeah, Dark Imperium.
Yeah.
I like the pose. I like the cape. I like all the stuff around it. Not the biggest fan of the hairstyle on the bolt on the bear head. Sorry.
No, I don't like that.
It's a bit. I'm looking as to how well that plumed helmet would work. And the detail on the sword's good. You can tell we play Space Marines and Orks, can't you? Yeah.
Orks, green look cool. Space Marines. Oh yeah.
I think it's
Look at the way they forged that mastercrafted blade.
I'm just wondering. It'd be nice to when I have this model in my hand to look at some of the Blood Angel bits, especially like the Sanguinary Guard faces, the helmet, sorry, and see how that works.
Well, paint him gold or
no, just keep him in the red, keep him in the classic red, but just that style mask, like the death mask.
yeah. Well, you get one with the Blood Angels Captain kit, don't you? They get some heads in there.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I think there's an awful lot of options you could do very, very quickly. I will say though as well, to detract slightly, I think the 2 swords is a bit unnecessary. It seems like excessive detail for the sake of excessive detail. Rest of it, absolutely fine. So yeah, going for a 5 with that one.
Well, just before we find out what Simon thinks, that sword on his belt is a lot smaller, and Master Bladesmen have a smaller sword for parrying, so it works for me.
But he's got a big shield.
Yeah, but if he loses his shield, you lose your shield. You got a sword at your belt. You pull the sword out, and then you're off to dueling, isn't it?
Oh, fine.
Just you sounded really annoyed.
Fine, whatever. Fine.
You genuinely sound annoyed. Right. Let's see what let's see what Simon says.
What does Simon say?
Simon says 3 out of 5. The model it's ripping off is a 5 out of 5, but let's be fair, it's just a Wolf Guard battle leader and loses points for lack of imagination.
Wow.
The face sculpt is good though.
Wow.
So he likes the head.
Yeah.
Unlike us. But he's completely on point. It is basically a Wolf Guard battle leader without the wolf.
Yeah.
But that for me that works for him. But yeah.
Oh, okay. On to the next one. The Librarian. So, Librarians are masters of the psychic assault, and our newest inductee is depicted channeling power along a hefty force staff, a potent psychic focus, and a lethal weapon.
I like it. I like it a lot more than the last Librarian we got.
Oh, which one?
The
last stick one? Or the Terminator?
He has a no. So the last actual Primaris Librarian we got, he's got a sword and like a big brown like cloaks and stuff. Do you remember that one?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I know what you mean now.
Yeah, because that technically this is the next one we've had. But yeah, they have gone with the Librarian Terminator style with all the runes and things.
Yeah.
And obviously, as a Space Wolf player, I love runes on my my librarians, and my rune priests. But I like this. I didn't know if I liked the pose with the staff. But knowing that this is a dueling pose, like the captain and the war boss, this guy, if you put, I think they showed it in the live stream, you can put him next to the weird boy, and it actually looks like a proper like dynamic scene.
Yeah.
So I do like it. It's not for me, but I think compared to the last Librarian we had, and especially with the Terminator one we had, the 10th edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'd put him as a 4 myself.
4?
Yeah, I'd put him as a 4.
I'm less of a fan. I thought it was Primaris, but I might be wrong. I have a librarian in the same pose.
Yeah,
With,
there's an old
yeah,
librarian model with the exact same
with
pose.
exactly the same pose, and I'm a bit like, the tactical rock, cool, as you said. If when they kind of make that diorama, that dynamic scene together, that's pretty cool. However, now that I'm looking at it on a bigger screen and not on my phone, I've just noticed the wraith bone in the top of the staff. Sorry, it's not. I completely misread that as a skull. I'm going to take back what I said. No, I don't like it. 2. It's fine. It's a Space Marine librarian. It does nothing extra for me. I'm not amazed and enamored. Yeah, no, 2.
As you say, as a Blood Angels player, you're probably sick of having characters getting resculpted with the exact same pose as last time.
Just like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, he doesn't do anything for me.
That's cool. Well, Simon says 5 out of 5. Oh, he really likes this one. A beautiful sculpt. The staff is phenomenal. The face sculpt is basically perfect for white scars, not that I'm biased. And the runic additions to a classic librarian sculpt from the old days is top notch. Perfect. There we are. Oh, he likes it. Yeah, I guess white scars, that would look pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it looked really good. Really good. So to go back to cool armies, Chaplain with Jump Pack. So the line here, we got our first look at the Chaplain with Jump Pack recently. He's no less awesome on a second viewing. His speed and fiery oratory make him the perfect leader for your Vanguard veterans, and he's a deadly close combat warrior in his own right. What do you think, man who can't take chaplains?
Yes. man who can't take chaplain. Well, I've converted my own jump chaplain anyway, so I don't want him.
Yeah, true.
But no, I like it. I like it. This is I like the fact that they did a little bit extra with the trim on his jump pack itself.
Yeah.
Instead of just giving him a generic one like they've done on some others.
Yeah.
And the armor looks amazing. They've done the new chest piece like they've done with the bike chaplain and the Terminator chaplain, like the whole ribs thing on the chest. I really like that. And yeah, he's basically he's very similar to the bike chaplain with the trim and stuff. Which again, the bike chaplain just looked amazing. But the main thing I've got to mention is his helmet. So the helmet on the bike chaplain,
yeah,
it looked pretty cool. Wasn't for me because I don't take skull masks on my guys. Obviously, mine have to have wolf skulls.
Yes.
But when the Terminator chaplain came out, it looked like a Lego head.
Yeah,
and it just looked stupid. But this one, no, like that is a cool ass helmet. So yeah, I'm a big fan. I'd give him the 5. He's got the 5. He looks great.
Big 5. Oh.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I don't like. So apart from chaplains.
Apart from chaplain, yeah, that's a fair point. I'm gonna go with a 4.
Mm-hmm.
There has been conversations about this being an in the air Lamatis. There's a lot of similarities, and it's mostly the stuff that you pointed out: the trim on the backpack, the skull sort of chest piece and stuff. Cool, fine. Probably, I might look at getting more than one of these if I can pick up a second one. Just simply the fact of then I could have a slightly more dynamic Lamatis and not one that's squatting. The only thing that annoys me, and I understand why it really, really winds me up, is his gun is on the side.
He's gangster, isn't he?
That's all I can think of, and it just detracts so much from the model for me. In that pose, he's got his he carries his Arcanum in the air. He should be looking down the sights of that pistol.
Well, he looks like he's about to bonk someone.
But he should be looking like he's about to cap a fool, and he's not. He's up in the air on his way to land. He should be shooting, ready to slap. Nah, 4 out of 5 from me.
So he's lost the point because he's coated in bling and he's got the gangster lean.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he's not afraid of the 5-0, and that's what annoys me.
I was going to make another joke, but I don't know if it's allowed on YouTube. So, well, let's see what Simon says. Simon says 4 out of 5. He says, glorious sculpt, love it, dynamic and intimidating, and great details.
Yeah.
And it's gangster. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look. It's been written on the
Well,
it's been written in crayon. What that could have been.
yeah,
Oh.
it looks cool.
The Ancient
Ooh.
is our next one.
Ooh.
This new Ancient proudly bears the Armageddon banner aloft. It's packed with sculpted detail, but also features an open space for freehand designs or chapter transfers. This characterful miniature is great for holding down the fort and make it easier for your intercessors to contest objectives. What do you think?
I think the armor on this guy looks cool.
Mm.
And that's about it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Ancients kind of bore me a little bit. Like, they look great when you've got like a massive army, but
yeah,
I don't know. What's the difference between this guy and the last ancient we had?
I think that's a problem,
It's
isn't it?
It's just the only problem is this one's themed. It's themed for Armageddon. You're like, okay, that's cool, but like, yeah, it's just I don't know. I think putting Armageddon on the script kind of ruined that a little bit. There's got orc skulls underneath it, so
yeah.
it's very themed for Armageddon.
I mean, depending on
Yeah.
how the word Armageddon is sculpted, I think it might be quite easy to fill.
Yeah, you could probably get some liquid green stuff over that and just kind of like rub it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's not a massive like again. What changes can you do for from the old ancient to this one? But yeah, I don't know. This is just it's a little bit boring for me. I love his armor. I think his armor looks great. I love the chest piece and the little
Yeah.
tunic bit on the front. But other than that, yeah, he's just a little bit boring for me. I'd probably have to give him a 2 because it doesn't really do it for me.
A 2?
I gotta go with yeah. It seems harsh, but it's just there's nothing going on for me there.
I'm going to join you in that assessment. I do
Ooh.
agree with you. And again, as I said with the Orc Banner Boy, he's just the same pose. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I wish they had better rules so I could like use an ancient because I've made like 5 now.
I think that's the other problem, isn't it? That because having the
Yeah, I think
banners and
that's it.
stuff is cool, but what's the point?
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Simon says. Simon says 3 out of 5. The banner being Armageddon themed is a bit of a letdown in my opinion. What if your chapter isn't fighting on Armageddon? Takes you out of it really, doesn't it? Space Marines with a stick, not doing it for me. Oh yeah, you basically just agreed with us.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's not doing too bad today. We have to change our names soon.
Yeah.
Lords of Agreement.
The Barons of believing in each other.
Oh god, sounds like a kid show.
It does actually, doesn't it? That's bad. Right, okay. Let's move on to. Let's jump to the next on my list, which is the Intercessors.
Ooh, me, oh my! Do I have an opinion on this?
What do you think?
I think they look great. I think they look so good that I did this years ago. But yeah, it's like it goes. Here's your intercessors. Oh, we've got some new shin pads. The chests can be a little bit different on some of them, and we've put old helmets on them. And I'm like, oh wow, that's exactly what I already did. So yeah, it's again, I've got a bit of a Blood Angels. Ugh, no thanks.
Wow.
I've got a bit of a space wolf bias on this because I don't know if you remember, but when the Grey Hunters dropped with the new Space Wolves reveals and stuff, this is exactly what they look like.
Yep, and they were very popular, weren't they?
Yeah, the Grey Hunters dropped. They had different chest pieces. They had different shoulders. They had the shin pads that you can see on half of these guys, where there's no like knee joint bit; it just goes straight up.
Yeah.
They had the helmets. There's beaky helmets. There's Mark 7 helmets, and they looked amazing. So exactly the second I saw them, I went, "That's great. I'm going to buy another pack, and I'm going to put intercessor arms on them and send them."
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing for like the last like 2 years. So I'm glad everyone else has this now, but you guys could have done this years ago.
Yeah, no, that's very
So
true.
again, if I get rid of the bias, like you've the thing is, apart from new people, which is kind of the point of this, is do you want 10 more intercessors?
I mean, God knows I don't need 10 more intercessors.
No, I've got 40.
Yeah.
Like if they were like, oh yeah, now 50, I'm like, oh well, I only use like 5. So,
Yeah, I've got 5
yeah,
that I use in my list.
that's the problem with this. It's just intercessors is that thing where everyone has them,
Yeah.
and you go, it's not even like the first like Primaris where they replace the tactical. It's Primaris. It's I've got to say stop saying Primaris, but it's the intercessors, but they look a little different,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's not enough for me. But yeah, saying all that, I'm gonna go with a 3.
3.
3 middle, like yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3, like a 2.5 if I could. But yeah, I'm sure for some people this is great.
Yeah.
For me personally, it's not needed, and I already did this years ago. So
I, I,
that's me.
I think I'm going to join you middle of the pack with them. I think a 3 is
Ooh.
fine. My only thing for this is, and I wonder if this is a little bit of narrative foreshadowing, is they've gone with a mix of armors, which I know, as you've just said, is a thing, you can do it. This is supposed to be the Great Crusade Part 2. This is supposed to be Rabute Gunnerman managing then the Space Marines and the Astartes and you know, reacquiring all this stuff. This is the grand triumph of Belisarius' call. And yet already, and I appreciate in the story it's hundreds of years, but already then we're starting to see supply issues. We're starting to see having to replace parts with old marks of armor,
Yeah.
some of which shouldn't fit because Primaris are bigger. Uh, it's the tone, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. And as you said, the bog standard Marines, you're going to get them in this box because new guys, new players need them. I think I would have preferred to have had maybe 5 normal and 5 assault intercessors. Because I think you're going to struggle
Yeah.
to go toe to toe with the Orks in that box.
Yeah, that's fair. That's yeah. Like I'm happy for people that don't have any,
Yeah.
but it's just how many people are out there now.
Yes. That's the
But
problem.
yeah, like can you imagine if they dropped this kit with the original intercessors? Like instead of the original intercessors we had in eighth, is it eighth? Like start of eighth box? Is that when Primaris first dropped?
Yes. Sounds right.
Can you imagine if this kit came out then? There would have been it probably would have been a lot less Primaris hate if they were like, here you go. They've still got some of the old bits on them. They just look cooler now.
Yeah, just law-wise, it wouldn't have worked, would it? And this is what I mean. Are we
Oh
going to
no.
see that change? Yeah, that's an interesting point, though.
But let's see what Mr. Simon has said. Simon says 2 out of 5. Oh, he's not a fan. Is that what I gave? I gave 2 out of 5, didn't I? No, I gave 3. I gave 3.
3.
Ooh,
Mm.
ooh. They're functionally identical to the old release, and I think it's a bit bold to call them a new release. Not giving them a 1 as they're still good sculpts, but man, thoroughly unimaginative. So yeah, he's not a fan.
No, he's not. He's not a fan at all. Well, let's see if he's a fan of the next ones, because I know I've got an opinion on these. Vanguard Veterans.
Ooh. Right, shall I rip the band-aid off now saying there's no shields?
Yeah, go on.
Where's the shields?
Where are the shields?
Well, I think we all know what's going to happen. They're going to drop the multi-part kit like a month or 2 later with shields.
Yeah.
Or they're not going to have shields at all anymore, which is going to suck for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think they look fine. I think they've been long awaited. I'm shocked it took this long for them to get new ones.
Yeah.
After the jump pack intercessors and the Stern Guard veterans. and these are basically a mix when you think about it. And it took them that long to replace them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think they look fine. There's one guy with an old Mark 7 grill helmet and a knobbly knee, and I think that model, the pose on that guy just looks sick. But yeah, again, for me personally with Space Wolves, I haven't seen a point for them for their rules. Like, I think the Vanguard rules suck,
Yeah.
which
They're
is
not that
why
bad.
I don't use them. Yeah, it's just the sword. Like, it's what, 511?
One
I
one
think it's
five
511.
521. I
Is
can't
it
think of that one.
521? Oh yeah, it'd make more sense. Yeah, 521. But yeah, no, it's just one damage on a mass-crafted power sword. Just seems to suck.
Yeah.
So I'm just not interested in them. But I'm glad. I'm glad they've dropped. I know a particular chap that was on the last episode who's going to be quite happy when these come out
Yes,
because
indeed.
yeah, because his detachments have got all the first company stuff, and the only new models he doesn't have is the Vanguard vets. So yeah, he's going to be quite happy with the Imperial Fists. But yeah, no, for me, unless they come with a big rules change, like, or at least they change the datasheet a bit to make them a bit better,
Yeah.
I might start using them. But I won't use these models. I will be converting my own because these are there's too much going on with these guys for me.
Yeah, there's a lot there in there.
So for me, it's a 3.
3. Well, I think it's a 1. Not happy.
Oh,
Really not
oh.
happy.
But they're in red and they've got jump
It has
packs.
taken, and this is it, it's taken so long to get these. And you know what? I think I've had or done all of these poses in Firstborn. None of that excites me. The only difference here is they've got little flaps on the end of the jump pack.
Is that not enough?
No, nowhere near enough. If I,
Wow.
yeah, no, there's just not. And again, as you say, there's no shields. I like the idea of some whacking great big two-handed sword. I hate the pose. I think it looks god awful. There's nothing. There really is very little of these I like, and I would be inclined to take some Sanguinary Guard pieces and some Jump Pack Intercessor pieces and mix them together to make my Vanguard vets. I don't like these.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. When I was talking to Taylor before, because again, I just mentioned, he was dying for Vanguard
Yeah,
vets to join his thing. I was saying to him, I was like, what I'm hoping they do is instead of just, refreshing them, and we've basically got jump pack intercessors with power weapons, which is kind of what we got right
pretty much what
now.
we've got. Yeah,
Apart from the shoulder pad and the knee pad, but that's basically what it is. I was hoping they would come in squads of 3,
yeah,
and I was hoping you basically got Blade Guard with jump packs.
with wings. Yeah,
Yeah, so you got the Blade Guard, but they now move 12 inches, and God knows they got a different ability. But you've basically got these like a 3-man or 6-man squad
yeah,
jump pack Blade Guard. That's what I was hoping for. So, like I said, they could change the data sheet, and that's might exactly be what they do. But yeah, these guys, yeah, they're just jump pack intercessor with power weapons.
yeah.
At the moment. So, should we see what Simon
Let's see
says?
what Simon says. Let's see if he can bring us all back up.
So, what did you say? 1, I said
I said 1. You said
3.
3.
Oh, what did he say?
Simon
He said
says
3 out of 5. Did someone say jump pack
Oh,
intercessors?
right out loud.
Honestly, I think if you put these side by side, I couldn't tell you which one was Vanguard and which one was Jump Pack Intercessor. Give them more decoration and flair. Dynamic posing is nice, though. Okay.
Oh,
Again, he's agreed. He's agreed with me quite well there. So
yeah, that's annoying.
I'm getting some head pats from Simon next time I see him. Yeah,
Oh
it's a shame. I genuinely thought this was going to be the one that had you doing backflips, but
no,
I am shocked to my core
I am.
that he's
Yeah,
gone with one.
yeah. All that time waiting. That's what we got. It's not a good day.
I hope when the multi-part kit drops, you change your ranking.
I
For
hope
like,
when
I
the
hope for
multi-pack kit
you,
drops, I have the reason to change the ranking. I agree.
because well, just before we go to the next one, when they dropped that captain, that they dropped a brand new jump pack captain
Yeah.
for no reason, and he came with a shield,
Yep.
and it was like the new assault terminator shield, but like yeah, for him, I was like, oh banging, if he's here, the Vanguard vets are on their way, and then they never turned up. So
Yeah.
I assume when these guys get the multi-part kit, they'll be getting the same shields as the captain, which is like seems to be the new one. Even though I say that the new relic shield captain turned up, and he's got the big shield.
And it's a big one.
Yeah, but I guess it's relic shield, isn't it? So
Well, this is yeah. It's that bit
yeah, who
bigger.
knows?
So yeah, fingers crossed we get something with them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. No, it's cool.
The next one we have Eradicator Squad with heavy bolters.
Ooh, ooh, I like this.
Oh,
I like this a lot. I'm sorry to repeat myself over and over again, but it's basically going to be the case with every Space Marine model in this box. I already have these.
you've already done this.
I've already done the exact same thing. They are just the heavy bolter chaps from the heavy intercessor
Yeah.
box with a little gun shield on the front and maybe a head swap. And I already did it.
Yeah.
I grabbed the Inceptor's bolter shields, and I just glued it on these guys. It looks basically the exact same.
I really hope for those who are watching this and not just listening, because we did the video version and the audio version, you're going to put your images of the stuff that you've done as well.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, but I edit these videos, so I will force my opinions down your throat
Special, special,
through the art of
special.
image. so, so yeah, I'll be doing that. I've already been making a big point on this. But the thing is, as well, is I'm not the only one. I've already seen the second these came out.
Yeah.
Everyone else did the same thing I did. Started posting pictures of your own converted models and going, "I've already got this. I've already got this. I've already got this." And so many people did the same thing with these guys
Yeah.
because it just looks cool. But two things:
Yep.
I still think they look cool as hell.
Okay.
I'm shocked that Eradicators haven't been a multi-part kit from the get-go.
Yeah.
Instead of just being the melters, and now they got heavy bolters. Now we got to wait another edition until they get grav cannons or las cannons, or because we still have no las or grav
No.
weapons. Or hopefully they get rocket launchers and we get rid of a certain squad, which looks really stupid. But the rules, they kind of dropped the rules a little bit with this as well. And you've now got heavy bolter squad, that's 9 shots.
Yeah.
And heavy bolters are heavy, obviously.
Oh.
So they hit on 2s if you stop. And then usually heavy bolters have sustained as well.
Yeah.
So you got 9 shots here with sustained, hitting on 2s. And then they gave them blast.
Yes, this is this new version of Blast, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm only repeating what they said on live.
Right.
And they said basically these guys have got blast as well. So I think having 9 shots with sustained and whatever this new blast thing is,
Yeah.
I can see these guys getting used a lot. Like I think that's great. I think those rules, like just their rules alone is great. Gravis always looks cool. Sadly, they didn't know what they were doing with Gravis because everyone thought they were going to replace the Terminators.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. So now they're like, oh, what do we do with these guys? Let's just make them a little bit tougher and do something else with them. But I'm glad they're still coming. I'm glad there's new models because I don't
Yep.
think we had any new Gravis models in 10th apart from the Apothecary Biologus.
I think
Could be
you're
wrong.
right.
I think I'm right. So weird. The new helmet, the Mark 7 helmet on this guy looks banging. Love the gun shields, done it myself. Love the
Yeah.
rules. I was going to give him a 4, but I'll have to go with 5.
Go for 5.
I
Oh.
think Gravis is too cool. if you show me the intercessors and they go, and we've done the intercessors, but they're the Gravis ones again, I'll be like, oh yeah, wait, cool. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go with 5. Sorry, these guys are just they look cool. We've already had them again, but I mean, this is different.
Yeah.
because I said so. But no, I'm happy. I'm happy. What do you think?
My concern is this might be the beginning of the replacement or the losing of Centurions. And I don't think these sufficiently fill the hole that devastated Centurions currently occupy. And that's where
Why
I
did
would
you have
see
to
these
say
guys
that?
being used. As you said, models are cool. The shields on the guns, ace, brilliant. I'm not the biggest fan of the shin pads with the rivets in. The old lore is that was just a quick way of helping to deflect incoming fire. It just feels like it's been thrown on for the sake of it.
I thought those were to quickly get them bolted onto your armor.
They're,
That's why.
they're like
That's why
reinforcement
the
bolts, but it's why they had
yeah.
them on the shoulder pads. It assisted in ricocheting or deflecting incoming rounds. That's why it was always on the left.
Oh, I thought they were bolts to say that this thing's been replaced. Like they've had to just quickly bolt it onto the armor and go. But
Yeah, no, it's the same
okay,
way that they made a bit of a change to the gorget. The idea being
yeah.
is that if a bullet went in there, it had a means of escape. It wouldn't just rattle around until it found a soft part of the neck seal to go through. Similar to these, the likelihood of a bullet hitting a smooth surface to deflect or to ricochet up towards you was then limited because you had this pattern of bolts in place. These ceramite or adamantine bolts. So yeah, it doesn't arc back far enough for me. Again, I'm going to sound quite negative for this. I've gone with a 3. I like the idea. I like the intention. I don't like what they are possibly bringing or what they're possibly replacing. And will I get some? Oh, well, better question is, would I field them in my army? Don't know yet.
Yeah, obviously Gravis and ranged is not my play style.
No, not mine.
But I do love them, and if I ever do start the Crimson Fists, I'll be getting these big boys straight away. But I've just noticed on the sergeant's leg, it's got Ignis on there.
Yes.
Is that the dreadnought which went down in that Warhammer Plus show?
Oh, I don't know.
The one dying, and he's like, "Oh, I wish to see the skies of
Yeah.
Baal once more."
Oh,
I'm sure that's Ignis.
the bit that made me cry.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking. Like if I'm right, that's really
We're
cool.
gonna have to
If
look at
I'm
that, yeah,
wrong,
because that was genuinely upsetting. Jesus Christ, it was yeah.
if I'm wrong, I'm gonna edit this whole bit out.
Oh
But
no,
so yeah, so what did you say? You said 3.
I said 3.
3. Okay. What a shame, though. So according to
Not a
Simon,
lot, apparently.
Simon says 4 out of 5. People ripped on these for the one shooting the pistol, despite clearly missing the fact that the drum mag is on the floor in front of him as he's mid-reload.
Yeah.
It tells a story, and I love the big shielded fronts to the guns. Awesome models. Yeah, I was thinking about mentioning the pistol, but because it was never a problem for me, I thought I'd leave it. But yeah, no, it's true though. Like you said, the ammo clips on the floor,
He's
and
mid-reload.
as we all know, it's quicker to pull your sidearm out than it is to reload. So
Yeah.
fair point.
I mean,
I
looking at
agree
him,
with
I
that.
can't see a spare thing on, so he's obviously waiting for a servitor. You know,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
even when reloading, I still serve. Yeah, crack on.
yeah. No, it's good. I like him.
And now, our last piece, the Landspeeder.
Boo, 1.
1.
Sorry. Carry on.
Straight down. Is that it? You done?
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, yeah. Go on. Carry on. 1.
I'm going with a 4. I like it.
how did you get to 4? This thing looks so stupid.
But it is the old style. I'm not the biggest fan of the new style speed. They look great as something different. They like the Storm Strike and the Hammer Strike and the Badger Strike and whatever they're all called, Thunder Strike and Ninja Strike.
Thunder Strike, Hammer Strike, and Hail Strike.
That'll do. Yeah, Hail. Oh yeah, that was scary. Sorry.
You never see 2 of them. You only see the Thunder Strike. The rest of them forgot how to shoot properly for some stupid reason.
Oh, hailstones, cool. Okay, fine. I'm a grown up. I'm not that worried about it. I know. I like it. It is, and it's got the piece on there. It is the Tempest and the Tornado all put it into one. I think I would have liked to have seen, like a top-mounted rocket pod
with a guy's head in the middle.
Stop it, you. Yeah, and I like the Onslaught Gatling cannon. I think that looks cool. The Melter, fine. Yeah, I do like it. I think it's just going to come down to, I think because you've got the tactical rocks and you've got the smoke, as soon as you have more than one of these, and that's on the premise that we might even get Landspeeder squadrons back, they're just going to look very samey.
Well, they said on the live stream that there is a thing under, like a little cup under this, so you can put them on flight stands if you've got more than one. And I might be making this up, but I think you might be able to run squads of 2 of these things.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen a picture of these things near the Storm Speeder, and they're tiny.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it looks stupid.
These used to be the mobile anti-tank, and they were great. They were brilliant, and I'm looking forward to building them again.
Yeah, nostalgia-wise, wicked. I think it looks stupid. But, yeah, so what did you say, 4 or 5?
I've gone for 4.
Yeah, I'm sticking with 1. I think if I painted this yellow, I could put Only Fools and Horses sort of vibe going. Like a 3-wheeler. The 2 pilots are in. They didn't learn from the Thunderstrike, the Storm Speeders, that people...
That 3 is the magic number.
Well, it's just everyone that buys a Storm Speeder buys the kit, like the upgrade kit, so they can put like the hatches over the pilots.
Yeah.
And it just makes the model look so much better.
Yeah, it'd be an open canopy.
They had to have an open canopy because it had to look like a land speeder. But oh god, it's like, because I think when the Storm Speeder came out, I went, oh, that looks pretty cool. That looks much cooler than a land speeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get 2 of those. So like, rules wise apart, like they look cool. Like that looks fast. It looks like it's going to skim the ground. Maybe some from Star Wars, whatever. It looks cool. Go for it. You can buy an upgrade kit to make it even better again. This thing, it's like half the size. The Onslaught Gatling gun looks like someone was kit bashing it, took it off the Dreadnought, and just glued it to the bottom of this thing. It just looks way too big, and doesn't look like it belongs there. It just looks stupid. The fact it's got double antenna on this one on both sides, instead of just the one in the middle like it does on the Storm Speeder, which looks cool, might I add. And the melter.
Those are the parking sensors on the front.
Yeah. That thing starts beeping. It's about to go on the side of a night or something. But like the melter, like what's he going to shoot with that? He can't shoot anything to the left of him, can he?
No, that's true. Well, he's going to have to speak to the pilot.
Yeah, he's going to like, oh, mate, can you just... Oh, no. I'm sorry. Like, I hope people get the nostalgia for this thing and they go, wow, the land speed is back. I'm so happy. I think it just looks so stupid. And it's so small. And the guns don't look right. And the half canopy with a melter just looks dumb. And yeah, no, sorry. I couldn't even be like, oh, convert out of a Storm Speeder. It just...
Yeah.
To me, it just looks dumb. I thought they did well with replacing it with the Storm Speeders. But now they've gone, oh, we're just going to do it anyway.
Just going to bring it back.
And I feel like, I feel like they shouldn't. I feel like they should have just left it and gone, yeah, sorry, it's Storm Speeders now. And then they should have done a Storm Speeder Hurricane and a Scout Storm Speeder and things like that. I think that's how they should have gone with that. But No, I think it looks dumb. So obviously I'm right, and we'll see if Simon agrees with me. Simon says 1 out of 5. It looks really dumb. Everything Ross says is right. Oh man,
Oh,
what a guy!
isn't that convenient?
What a guy!
What a surprise.
Simon. Simon says 4 out of 5.
Ah, there we are. I knew he had taste somewhere.
A true to form reimagining of a classic. I love it. What does he know?
Well, what does he know?
What does he know? I'm sorry. I hate to end it on a negative, but I think that looks just dumb.
Well, you're wrong. You've been outvoted. Sucks for you.
Yeah. Well, maybe if it wasn't painted red, it might look cool, but at the moment, it just looks dumb.
Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah. Oh, actually, it kind of looks all right. No, it's not bright red.
Yeah, I think if you painted that like a Space Wolf one, it might look pretty cool. But
Hey, you had your
red.
time with speeders and Santa's sleigh and all the rest of it. Don't start picking on my land speeders now.
We don't talk about Santa's sleigh.
Well,
stupid.
I also quite like the fact that you're now going to have to put the picture of that on,
No,
so that
I'm not
people
gonna
watching the video know what the hell we're talking about. That makes me happy. It means I'm forcing you. I might just mention it every episode from now on.
Yeah, until you remember I can cut everything you say from the edit.
Oh, yeah, that's the point, isn't it?
I'm just gonna edit everything and be like, whatever I say.
And then Shane fully agreed with Ross, completely of his own volition.
Simon stopped vomiting and he turned up.
And sounded suspiciously like me and you talking at the same time. Weird.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Well, you may be surprised to know that the Ancient and the Vanguard veterans for the Space Marines were joint worst. I was trying to think of another way of putting that, but I couldn't.
Were they?
They were joint worst.
Oh, I could see the Ancient being the worst. Well, the land speeder, but yeah, Vanguard vets. Yeah, honestly, I was shocked that had such a negative. I was shocked. I was shocked. I thought I would be the negative on that one. I wasn't expecting you two to hate it.
Yeah, no, that was for me. And then it's another joint between the captain and the chaplain.
The captain's got to win that. Like,
yeah,
head to head, like the captain.
Although actually, to be fair, the captain was 5-5-3 between you, me, and Simon, and the chaplain is 5-4-4. So I think argumentatively the chaplain wins that one.
Oh, I thought you could say the other one.
Well, a bigger general,
yeah,
a bigger overall general score. Sorry, I'm just totting up now.
Orks versus Space Marines. Who had the most likes?
So, bear with me. That's the bit I'm doing. I'm doing it live, people. I'm doing it live. Okay. Right.
Drum roll, please.
So, interesting. So, out of a maximum score of 120 for Space Marines, 87. So, a maximum score of 135 for Orks, 97.5.
Where the hell did the 0.5 come from?
Because Simon apparently didn't get the memo and gave Ork boys 3.5 instead of using whole numbers like a real person. So,
I guess it's for Orks, isn't it? They can't count.
Well, they can't count, yeah. Who is you? Oh, he's half a boy. All right, dude. So yeah, I think even with that 15-point difference, the Orks would still cinch that, and the Orks got a high overall score.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think the Orks, we were both like, oh, this is kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And then they came to the Space Marines, and I was like, I hate this thing.
And I think, I mean, the Weird Boy didn't get any points from Simon. Simon hates Weird Boys, just to put that out there, everyone, so everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah.
But and I think we were generally middle of the pack for a lot of the Space, the Orc stuff. We had quite specific views on the Space Marines.
Yeah, and the last thing to mention on it as well is, out of everything in this box, what units and models would you be interested in actually getting?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question. And the more I look at it and the more I think on it, there's actually not that much. I like the
Hmm.
captain.
Yep.
I kind of like the eradicators. I like the land speeder. I think that's it. I think and can I warrant them buying an entire box just for those? I'm not sure. I think the biggest issue with this is going to be that seeing it in the flesh, I would probably like it more. And there's a little bit of that fear of missing out for not getting the box. But if I was going to
Yeah.
do that, I'd kind of want to pre-order the box. Can I now, as it stands, commit to pre-ordering the box? I don't know. What about you?
Well, for me, I don't think I'll be ordering this box this time. Um, the only thing in the box which I like the look of is the boss knobs. The big boss,
The big boss axe.
the big axe.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I want from this box. But that is from a Space Wolf perspective, and obviously mine. If I was going to restart, if I was going to do Crimson Fists
mm,
for 11th, and looking at this box, I would have to have that captain
yeah,
because that captain just looks awesome, and I want the Eradicators like just Gravis heavy bolters. That is bang on Imperial Fist kind of style. And yeah. So if I apart from Space Wolves, which I would get nothing apart from an axe. Yeah, I think the captain and the Eradicators, I think they look really cool, and I wouldn't mind some of them.
if someone were to say to you, I'm thinking of getting into Warhammer, I'd quite like to play Space Marines, a friend of mine would quite like to play Orks, do you think what's in these boxes could be a good place for them to start?
Yes, I would say yes. Yeah, if two guys came up to me and said we're going to split the box, Orcs and Marines, what do you think? Yeah, because like I said, I think new Marine players or people with a bit nostalgic about how some of these poses are the same as the old
Yeah.
ones, or they've been starved for years for like I said, 6 years since the captain with the relic shield.
Oh, it's been a long
Um,
time.
Probably about 6 years for since a librarian. We
True.
have never had a refreshed chaplain with jump pack. Um, people people who don't have many intercessors would love to have the new ones. The new eradicators, like they're probably the ones I've seen the most hype about at the moment because the rules are cool.
Yeah,
The land speeder should just get chucked in the bin because it looks dumb.
that's fair.
And I haven't seen a single issue with the orc side. Like that looks like a banging first starter box,
Yeah.
apart from the weird chicken legs. But like I mean, like, I can see every orc player having that half of that box. I can't see many orc players missing that out.
Yeah.
Marine players, people like us, yeah, I can see us like, non codex compliant, we're probably not getting it. But if you are codex compliant and you got boring vanilla Marines and you haven't got much options,
Mm,
actually, that's a pretty stupid thing to say. They've probably got the most models
yeah. Oh,
in
they've
the
easily got
game.
the most options. Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, they're cool. I would say yes. I would say yeah. I'd say it's a great start.
And I think the other thing with that as well is I don't think I'd go halves on someone and fight over a book. I think if someone said to me, "Are you willing to buy half of the Space Marine army?" I would say yes, but not for half the box price,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
probably only once.
yeah. Or if it was more like 10th edition, where both sides are actually pretty good
Yeah,
at the time, just both of you buy a box and swap each other's armies. That's what I did with Simon.
yeah,
Yeah, first day of 10th edition, I had like, what is it, 10, 10 Terminators, two captains, all that sort, two dreads.
yeah,
Lovely. But yeah, no, I see what you mean. This for Space Marines, it's not that exciting.
yeah. I think we've lost out on this one, but at the same time, a lot of other armies lose out quite often. So,
Yeah,
okay.
there's Grey Knight players and Drakari players screaming at the moment. So
Yeah, but that's not us. So who cares?
yeah, who cares? Cut it, sucker. Yeah, so
Boom.
yeah. Well, on that note, I might. I think it's time to take us home. We've been going on quite a long time on this episode, but it is 11th and it is the box reveal, so
It is.
makes sense. But yeah, so well, if you liked what you heard to this episode, then make sure you leave a like and leave a comment on this video. If you have any questions or would like to share your opinion with us, which model did you like? Do you think the rankings were wrong? Do you think that the Vanguard vets do suck and the Landspeeder is worse? Oh my word, why would you say it? And yeah, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you don't miss the next one, and a big thank you from both of us here at the Lord Gordon podcast. Would you like to say goodbye, Shane?
I would love to say that the land speed is amazing. Yes, toodle pip, toodaloo, goodbye, thank you.
I'm going to edit that bit out. And a toodaloo from me. Thank you so much for today. A toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
I'm going to edit all this out anyway. I just want to test if the echo works. Ooh, a ghost.